everyone, thanks for tuning in. Today, the universe guided me to do a reading for Canada. And then I was thinking, okay, what can I do about Canada? Then finally, I decided to do um, a yearly overview for Justin Trudeau, who's the Prime Minister of Canada. I think he is still the prime minister, right? I have to double check. Okay. After I double check, yes, he is still the prime minister of Canada, and I apologize for the delay because um, I I don't watch the news a lot, so that's why I sometimes I don't even know if they are still in power. But yes, I just double check. He is still the prime minister of Canada. So okay. So without further ado, um, the devil starts this reading, um, which is representing before the year of 2024. So what happened? What happened was, um, first of all, this reading is not about the country of Canada. It is about him personally. Okay. So devil energy. It is about limitation, restriction. It is about sometimes misfortunate events in one's life. The devil can also mean being sick. But in his case, I think I feel like it is a type of manipulation. I don't know whether he was being manipulative towards the others or being manipulated by the others, or it could go both ways. So I'm not sure what was happening, but devil energy definitely um, uh, it usually means manipulation, so which is not really a good thing. Um, but that has passed. And by the way, the devil energy can also mean power struggle, power manipulation. So it can also mean corruptions. Okay. So for Canadians who are watching this video, I think you know better than me. So yeah. Anyway, Page of Cups at a current position. That means he has concerns about the future generations of the country. So what I can think about is probably his kids might be on his mind a lot this year. On the other hand, maybe the youth situations in Canada, he has something very concerned about that. Will that be problems about the youth, education? Because Page of Cups usually they mean someone who is younger. If that is only an emotion, then it can mean that he is being emotionally innocent about something. Maybe in his personal life, there is a kind of vulnerability that is happening. I feel like it's about his kids. And because of his kids, I bet he also would what he will be doing in the coming future is also related to kids. and this can be the result of his personal lives matters. So yeah, Queen of Wands crossing Page of Cups. It means mother figure. Can this be the mother figure? The mother of his kids, or maybe his own mother. So mother figures can be helpful or not helpful. Well, let me put it this way. They can be very influential to Justin Trudeau this year because they might, there are things that are related to these mother figures that can affect him in major ways. If these is not related to mother figure, then Queen of Wands is about protection. I don't know whether he has enough protection or not. But I think probably he needs a lot of protection because of what's gonna happen this year. And I had a vision about Justin Trudeau when I was chanting and before the reading. So I did see something, but I'll wait until the end of this read. I'll tell you what that is. And I think he needs protection. And also, Queen of Wands can mean security matters because he is the leader of the country. He is the person in power. So something's related to the motherland, which is Canada. There might be situations where national security can be a concern. Even though this is not a read for Canada, but somehow I would like to say this because we are doing I'm doing a read for the Prime Minister. So even though I'm not sure whether it is directly related to Canada, but I think there's no harm to mention about it because Queen of Wands, it can mean protection for him personally, but at the same time for the country. Justice at the top of this spread, it means legal system. Things related to the law, and also about fairness. So in his personal life, there might be situations where he has to deal with the law. Can this be related to his previous marriage with, his wife? And I'm sorry that I don't even know if he's officially divorced. But I know he's separated from his wife. So somehow I feel like their relationship this year can be very influential to him personally. I think it is because of the kids, and the kids need to be taken care of, and But then I think it is complicated. Yeah. Even though he has the intention to sort out those issues, but it's not really a straightforward thing for him to deal with. Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the spread. It means discussions, cooperation among more than two persons or more than two parties, whatever that is. It is about cooperations, and this year he has to focus on a lot of discussions with the others, which he has always been involved with. But at the same time, I think this year is as essentially important for him to recognize the need and recognize the fact that he has to align himself with the others in order to make things happen. Not just himself wanting to do something and you know, having the others to follow him. This year is not. I don't think this year is about kingship. This year is about cooperation for him personally. And I believe that because he knows that he does not have the bargaining power in, I think, more than one situation. So he needs cooperation with the others. Five of Swords in the upcoming position. That means he's not gonna get the support from the people who supported him before. So there will be people maybe in his personal life, personal circle, they will leave or they will not see things eye to eye with him as before. This can be a good thing or it can be a bad thing at the same time. The good thing is for a leader to have somebody oppose him after a long period of support. The good side is he has to wake up. And he has the chance to wake up because he will be facing the reality that some people are not supporting him or will not support him to do something. So it's a reality check for him, which is a good thing somehow. The bad thing is for a leader to have someone, not supporting him anymore. That means the diminishing of the power, right? I don't think he is in a very powerful position this year because he recognizes that there is the need to cooperate with the others. This can be his strength, but at the same time, I feel like he is being forced to face this reality that actually pushes him to have to compromise with the others. I'm saying this because of the devil energy. For some reason, I think there might be situations where he used to be in manipulation somehow. And this year, the situation changes. So, which is a good thing because the devil energies, they were in the past. So now he has to make the change. I do see him changing, but I don't think it's gonna be easy for him because some people, they are just not gonna comply and to work with him in a lot of scenarios. The Hierophant at the bottom of this spread, and I'm sorry that I'm kind of slow and I'm a little bit sluggish these days because I'm personally recovering from some health situations. So I'm sorry that you have to put up with my sluggishness, and I know it might be difficult to listen to, but I appreciate your patience anyway. Okay, so the Hierophant, it means that he would like to keep the status quo, keep the traditions. He has the yearning to keep what was working fine for him. He wanted to keep it as the same. But to be able to keep the status quo, he has to cooperate with the others, as being shown in the spread with the Two of Cups after the Hierophant. So the Hierophant can also mean ceremony, signing of contracts. It can mean marriage, divorce, any kind of things that can be ceremonial. And I do think that he will come into partnership and agreement with the significant others in his life. Maybe one of the significant others, or maybe more than one occasion. So I do see that there will be people who will be leaving his life. Maybe the supporters who supported him before, they will be leaving, but there is also partnership in his life that he will keep working on this year. However, I think the partnership, or actually the agreement he will make this year, he won't feel being supported, and he won't feel like it is a partnership because of the Ten of Wands after the Two of Cups. So which means he can be in a partnership that has a lot of pressure, where he feels like he's the only one who is doing all the job. Or maybe he has made an agreement, or he will be making an agreement that leads to a lot of pressure. And Six of Pentacles at the end of this spread, it means someone being generous. I wonder if there will be some kind of reform in the social security system in Canada. Well, I'm sorry that I don't even have a word for that. Okay, public welfare, maybe the benefits of the society for the minorities, or for the, I don't know, because Six of Pentacles can be giving to the poor. Will there be some kind of policy change about the public welfare system? I think Canada, they have a different word for social security. Is it universal care of healthcare, whatever? But anyway, Six of Pentacles, it is about taking care of the poor. But at the same time, on a personal level, it can mean just he has to help his kids. He has to teach them, feed them, being responsible as someone who really has to be generous in a situation. But in general, I feel like he recognizes that the diminishing of his power, so that's why in some cases he will present himself as more giving to the people who are being ignored before, and and being compromised before. He will be more giving towards those people. But I have a sense that he's doing this because he might not have the choice, so he has to do it in order to keep the status quo. But even he does that, he still cannot withhold the support that he once had from certain people in his life. But he needs to, and he will be, keep fighting for the cooperation this year. And I believe that there will be at least 2 attempts that he will be pursuing to gain the support. I don't know what is that, but at least 2 attempts he will be trying very hard. But he will fail the first time. The second time, I think he will very likely fail again. Because he's not gonna get the support from the people he needs support from. Okay. These 4 cards, they represent from May 2024 to August 2024. May. Death card means transformation, endings, major endings. I don't know if someone is passing in his life, or maybe he is personally facing the end of something, and there is a brand new page that is opening up. The death card can be quite alarming to see, but at the same time, it is about the rebirth. It is about something's coming to an end, and then there is a new start. So this month is crucial for him because something major is ending in his life. Next month, Ace of Cups, June. June, he has Ace of Cups. That means the flow of energy, new love. He probably there will be things that relate to his heart, where his heart is, where his emotions are. There will be something of the emotional nature that he feels very strongly about, and that will be a focus for June this year for Justin Trudeau. When Ace of Cups happens, it can mean we're being emotional. It can also mean the new beginning of an affair, a love interest. Can be something that he loves a lot, and that will be a focus for him next month. July, we see the Chariot. Chariot, on a physical level, it can mean a journey to foreign lands, It can also be car related things. He might be going for a road trip, or maybe even a long trip to the other places. Um, but if this is a trip, I feel like it's more likely uh, to be travel by land, but not overseas. Is he gonna come to America, or maybe I don't know. But anyway, chariot usually means travel by land, but at the same time, chariot can also mean he uh, can be victorious in some ways, because chariot sometimes it can mean a victory after a careful decision. The chariot, it can also mean a delicate situation where there is, there are two directions in his life um, that he is trying to control and keep things under control, and it is delicate. It is a delicate matter for him. Um, but the chariot can also mean, as I said earlier, it can mean a victory. I don't know what victory it is, but it can bring him a sense of victory, but there are problems after that. Maybe it's about a journey, maybe it is about a decision. In August, he will face the setback because people will leave him. Some people will leave him. He's not gonna feel supported by the people around him, and there's a sense of defeat. August, yeah, a sense of defeat. Okay, so these four cards, they are about September to December for Justin Trudeau. Three of Pentacles for September. It means cooperation, discussion, partnership with the others. And you know what? I have to say that Three of Pentacles in the main spread for this year, it is positioned as the root of the spread. So major things for Justin Trudeau this year, they are gonna happen in the month of September, August, September, that time frame. But there will be the the beginning of his new trend will happen when the first Five of Swords happens, which is around August, September. So I feel like August he will be facing some kind of defeat, and then in September he'll try to negotiate with the others to gain the support from the others. Probably something about three sides, maybe 3 person, can be 3 countries, can be 3 parties. I don't know what that is, but definitely more than 2 person. And in October, Five of Swords again. So he's not gonna be successful in negotiating with that matter. At least for the first 2 attempts, he will fail once and then fail again. So October, there's another defeat for Justin Trudeau. November, he will face the sorrowness I think this is because he tried several times, but it is not going to work for him. So he will feel the sorrow in November. December, Tower. Tower means disruptions. So in this case, I think he will face upheavals in his personal lives at the end of this year. And it is kind of a chaotic moment because Tower, it is linked to the planet Uranus, which is about sudden shocks, which is about being unpredictable. So he needs to be careful of accidents and something of an unpredictable nature that can shock him or shock not only him but maybe a lot of the others who are related to him. So the Tower usually it means a clearing, a destruction that has a surprising nature. So now I can tell you about the vision that I had when I was chanting and praying for this read. I saw something really going fast. It's like an airplane, but it can also mean it's like something that is I mean it feels dangerous. I think I can only say this. It has a dangerous feeling, and it feels like I don't even know if it's okay to say that. I just feel like it can be some kind of attacks. So yeah, I think I don't want to say that word, but I think it is dangerous. Yeah. So I hope that regardless of his position, regardless of whatever things that happen, I hope everybody is always at peace. And I don't know what to say, but yeah, I do feel dangerous for him somehow. And I think that the end of this year might be kind of delicate for Justin Trudeau. So I don't know why I'm being guided to do this reading today, but anyway, I hope that this will be helpful to the collective, and thank you for joining me today, and I hope you enjoy this video. If you like this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. If you like the content, please consider subscribing the channel. It will help a lot, and I hope you all the best. Take care. Have a good day. Bye bye.